or as I like to say, Banff. I'm going to relock my coupler. Uh-oh. Good morning and welcome to today's YouTube video, which is going to be a day in the life of us, I guess. A couple living in their trailer on a moving day. Exciting day today. We are moving from Kananaskis Country, which I don't really understand why they call it country instead of county. It's country.
Oh.
I know. How weird is that?
I don't get it.
Doesn't make sense to me. But anyways, we're moving from there to Banff, or as I like to say, Banff.
The best place in the world, one of them.
It's pretty fantastic. We've stayed at the campground that we're moving to once before, and it was pretty awesome.
This time's a bit different though, because to get into the campgrounds in Banff, it's a little bit chaotic. You do have to plan very far in advance. You have to be on the website at a certain time, actually an hour before the time. You get put into a queue, all these things.
Yeah.
So because of, we were like 40,000th in line.
Which is insane to even think about.
Yeah, so because of where we were in line versus like when we got in, which was like an hour later, we do have to move sites not even halfway through. So we're in this one spot for 4 days and it only has electric. And then we move over after 4 days and then we are in a full hookup site for the first time
in a while.
In like a month.
Yeah. Which
is going to be so nice.
It will be. It's annoying because we booked this campsite in Kananaskis at Mount Kidd RV Park, and it was supposed to be full hookup.
Yes.
And it wasn't. If you watched our previous YouTube video, you saw that we did a whole shower at the dump station situation, and we're going to do that again today because we have literally no water left. Our water pump is completely empty. We have no water at all. So we have to pack up. We're going to drive over to the dump station. We're going to take full showers. We're going to wash all our dishes, everything like that at the dump station before we move to Banff. Because once we get to Banff, we still have no water.
Only for 4 days, and then all will be restored in the world. So that's okay. It is what it is. We're just happy that we got into Banff because we kind of had dates in mind, and
we had to go these dates, so we didn't have a choice.
So we're just happy to be over there. That's okay. So I'm just going to take you through what a moving day looks like. It's a bit snowy today, so it's more of a chill indoor morning.
And for the first time ever, our checkout time is really late. Checkout's not till 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock, and it is 11 right now.
And check-in at Banff is 2 o'clock.
Yes, so
it works out kind of perfectly.
It does, because we are an hour from Banff.
Yeah.
We have got to stop at the dump station, do all of our dishes, and shower. That's going to take at least an hour. So it does work out really well.
Yeah.
In about an hour, we're going to start clearing up because we've moved so many times. We know it takes us an hour to pack everything up.
I would like to get to Banff around 2 o'clock because I remember last time we checked in, we had to wait in a lineup for like 45 minutes because everybody was showing up at the same time.
Definitely want to get there right at check-in time. We're ready to get to Banff. We're excited to get to Banff. So yeah, we want to get there right at check-in time. So we'll start getting ready after we have breakfast. I am having a strawberry banana smoothie.
Woo!
And Dalton is having a normal breakfast.
I'm having a bagel sandwich, vegetarian sausage, eggs on a bagel. Yeah, you can see our massive dishes. Our little lazy Pooh Bear bun doesn't want to get out of bed.
Let's do this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're early on. We are, if this is the first video you're watching, we are driving from Key West in Florida to the Arctic Circle. We are in Kananaskis now.
Ow.
That's okay. That was louder and less painful than it sounded. We are in Kananaskis now. We're moving over to Banff. We are moving about every 2 weeks or every week. So make sure you stay tuned and follow us on this epic journey.
All right. If you've been watching our YouTube channel for any amount of time, you know that we are kind of complete wusses when it comes to the cold. So I'm actually freezing. I feel so cold. Even though it's like above 0, I think. I didn't actually look at what the temperature was, but it feels very cold. So I'm gonna try and get this done really quickly. Anyways, first thing you gotta do, raise up your stabilizers. Then I'm gonna back the truck up, line it up with the hitch, connect all of that, connect the weight distribution hitch. All right, here we backing up, lining up nicely. Okay, that looks like I'm gonna be good. Now, what I always do, because I can't properly see in my backup camera, is I always get out and check it to make sure that I'm going to end up underneath the ball. And that's perfectly okay. If you need to get out 2 or 3 times while backing up your truck, don't worry about it. Nobody cares. Except for that one guy who keeps commenting on my Facebook. That is the biggest raven I have ever seen. Did you guys see him fly across the screen? That dude is huge. I'm gonna grab the camera and show you him. That guy is massive. Look at this guy. Look at how big he is. Lifted the legs. There we go. Ta-da! Alright, I'm happy with that. One thing you never want to do is forget any of your tools. So always try to put stuff away. As soon as you're done with it, take the lock off, put it on the lock, put the lock right back on. That's like my number one tip for people. As soon as this is done, I'm going to relock my coupler. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can I relock my coupler? Okay, I'm gonna take my lock off again. But instead of moving on to the next step, which would be disconnecting my hydro, I'm going to put the chains on. I'm gonna put the other thing on, the brake, emergency brake controller. I'm gonna hook up the lights. I'm gonna look at them. So do all the stuff included in each step every time. Because trust me, I mean, this was a tip that I learned from another YouTuber who was teaching people how to tow. And I thought, that's brilliant, but like, I'm never gonna forget something. That's just dumb. I'm always gonna check. And then you forget something and you forget to check. I can't feel my fingertips. I'm gonna go back inside. Everything is hooked up now. That's great. The stabilizer jacks and all my pads are put away. I can take the chocks out of the tires, which I'm gonna do as well. And then the only thing left is to take the hydro off, or the electrical. I call it hydro because I'm from Ontario. All right, let's go see what Storm's doing. And we now realize that we literally recorded that entire clip with no audio.
Okay, Cassie, we have the towel. We have a little bit of a drippage. It's
We're
very
dripping
wet.
on the inside now because the roof was wet, brought the slide in, and it's dripping. And then we were telling you that this honey is brand new, and we have an ant infestation, and they found their way inside the honey bottle, and now there's like 20 dead ants inside here, which is really disgusting. So we're throwing that out. It sucks because it's wasteful and honey's very expensive, so oh well. But yeah, we're all cleaned up. We are going to head over to the dump station now. As you guys saw last week, both of our dogs have a little bit of a limp right now. So what we're gonna do is Storm's gonna take them for a short little walk to try and get them to do their business. And then if they're not limping too bad, she's gonna walk them to the dump station while I drive over there, and then we're gonna meet up there to take our showers and wash the dishes and stuff. If they are limping, she'll just hop in the truck and we'll drive over. So yeah.
All right, let's pull out.
All right, here is the status. We have the dogs chilling on the inside. Storm is in the middle of doing all the dishes.
Ooh, dishes.
Her favorite chore. And I am gonna hop in the shower. I just connected everything, started dumped the black tank. Our sprayer still isn't working, so I'm gonna try and fix that while we're in Banff when we have full hookups. And then, yeah.
Probably about an hour, and then we will make our way over.
Yeah. All right. We'll update you when the showers are done.
And we're off. We are showered, fresh, feeling good. We got water. It should take us about an hour to get to Banff. So we will check in with you when we get there. We made it.
All right, so we are now set up. I've disconnected from the truck and everything like that. We're all set up. Oh, there's something on my lens. So the campfire situation. So we paid 17 bucks a day for a campfire permit. And I asked them when we got here, I was like, hey, can we like get our money back for that? Because we're not going to have a fire. And they're like, no, because we can't keep track of who can and can't have a fire and all that kind of stuff. Makes sense. I'm okay with it. Then we get to the campsite. There's no fire pit. And it's like wildly illegal. Like it's against federal law to have a campfire within a national park, not in a campfire pit.
They would know immediately.
They'd kind of know. So anyways, I'm going to like mention it to them later and be like, can I have my money back now? Because you know I'm not having a fire when I don't have a pit. I'm assuming that because you're allowed to bring those like fire rings that are like your own. I don't know if you have to pay for a permit to have a propane fire.
No,
I think you do. You don't?
No, I don't think so.
You didn't before.
You didn't before.
But that was 3 years ago, 4 years ago. So whatever. Either way, I'm not having a fire. I don't have a fire pit. Can I have my money back? So we're going to try that. I'll let you know. But anyway, moving on. We're really hungry and we have no willpower. So we're going out to eat. Sushi, probably.
Woo! Sushi!
We're going to a place that Storm really likes. It's a pretty unique place. It has like a... You know what? We'll just show you when we get there. So come along for sushi. So we just came back from sushi. And what's Storm doing?
Eating noodles.
And why are we eating noodles?
The sushi restaurant wasn't as good as we remember. We went 2 years ago and it was really good. But I guess we've eaten a lot of sushi since then, and we also saw that they were using yam fries to make sweet potato rolls, which should be a crime. So we didn't eat as much as we usually would, and we're still hungry. So, Mr. Noodles it is.
Yeah, so we hit up that sushi store. It wasn't as good as we remember. So we went to the grocery store, and we found these massive bagels. Look at the size of this thing. Made by a local bakery. So I'm going to try one of those. They were supposed to be for breakfast all week, but we've been back for about an hour, and we decided, like, yeah, we didn't eat enough food. We were still hungry. We did skip lunch, to be fair, but the sushi store was not as good, so we just didn't order any more rolls. It was one of those sushi places that, like, you can just, like, keep ordering kind of thing. And, yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not good, but we're going out to another restaurant on Tuesday, and the menu looks super, super good. So I'm very excited, and hopefully that will redeem our bad meal today.
Yes, I hope so. Another important part of our daily routine, well, I say daily, but we try to do this at least 3 times a week. We used to go to the gym every single day when we lived in a house and we could go every day and it was a lot more convenient. But ever since we hit the road, it's gotten harder and harder to go to the gym because we used to have an Anytime Fitness membership and you just go to the gym when they're available and you're near one. But we've been getting more and more remote, as you know, right now. Canadian Rockies, not a whole lot of Anytime Fitnesses all around. So we have a solution for that. We bought these yoga mats a long time ago. We never really used them. But now we have these. Okay, so this is something that I've always been passionate about. We've always been passionate about fitness, and of course, moving around a lot makes it hard to go to a real gym. But I think we found a pretty near perfect solution, and that is these beautiful adjustable dumbbells. These things are fantastic. You literally just have to twist the weight down to what you're going to use, and then lift up, and it takes up exactly how much weight you want. And you do your set, then you just put them back in the case. These things have been awesome. They're so great, so handy, so adjustable. So let's get a workout in. So a big thank you to TrueLap for sponsoring today's video and for keeping us fit on the road. Back to the vlog. Yeah, that's pretty much the entire day. I don't know if we did anything too super exciting today.
Yeah, we don't really do much on moving days because, well, moving takes up like a couple hours of time, so don't usually do much. But the weather also, like, we probably would have went for a hike, but it was only like 3 and it was cold.
It was really windy.
And it was windy, so just working on the Instagram, which is kind of boring, but I mean, not every day is exciting, and I think that's like something to remember with RV life, is that you don't just get to like stop all the chores and all that stuff. Like, not every day is this big grand adventure, so that's what a realistic day in the life looks like.
She kind of nailed that, yeah. It's a very realistic day. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below what was your favorite part, what do you think we should do next time. Maybe give us an idea of what you want to see on this channel. We're hoping to do a lot of exploring of Banff and food in Banff. Hopefully it's better than that sushi. And explorations of Banff. Lots of hikes. So the weather is going to be gorgeous this week. So very, very excited for that. And we will see you next time.